Audio Jungle.
10th standoff in Elderslie Pen, Spanish Town as residents attack police. A 10th standoff erupted in Elderslie Pen, also known as Capture Land in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, early yesterday morning, following a police operation targeting wanted men. Residents angered by the operation reportedly attacked members of the security forces with stones and bottles, forcing them to fire warning shots into the air. The protesters escalated tension by blocking roads leading to the community and slashing the tires of police vehicles, hampering the mobility of law enforcement. Sporadic gunfire has been reported as police and military personnel work to regain control of the vital area. The operation, reportedly carried out by the Fugitive Apprehensive Squad, failed to capture its intended target, who managed to escape amid the chaos caused by residents' actions. No one was injured in the incident. A heavy security presence remains in the area as authorities work to stabilize the situation. The incident underscores ongoing tension between law enforcement and residents in the community. Mom of murder victim wants closure. It is now approaching 2 months since a gunman shot dead 25-year-old David Mardner at his shop on 75 Lane of Walton Park Road in St. Andrew. His mother is fuming as, according to her, no autopsy has been conducted on her son due to a backlog of cases, murder, road deaths, and others, which the 5 pathologists hired by the government have had to be tending to. The delay has left the mother, relatives frustrated and angry as they are unable to lay him to rest. Based on police statistics, 1,139 murders were recorded for all of 2024. As it relates to deaths from motor vehicle crashes, there were 364 for the entire 2024. From January 1 to January 18 this year, Jamaica recorded 43 murders. There were 21 road fatalities this year between January 1 and Tuesday, January 21st. These statistics underscore the family's concern that the system is heavily burdened. I am angry because I feel it is time now for me to get closure and bury him. They say I have to wait in line. I went down to Tranquility Funeral Home and they said to me that a private autopsy is not available for him because that is the only way for people who get sick and die. When it is a gunshot case, it has to be done by government, the slain man's mother, Marcia, told reporters on Tuesday. Her concern has also been heightened by the fact that violence which erupted following her son's murder is still ongoing, causing increased tension in the area. Just last week, on the nearby 77 Lane, gunmen attacked residents despite a curfew in the area. No one was killed during that incident. Right now, I am in fear. Last Monday, some men shot up 77 Lane. I want to leave the community because you don't know who to trust, but I don't know where to go. I have never ever disrespected a man, a woman, a little boy, or a baby inside here. I don't know where all this war came from. The only thing I knew war in this place was in the 1980 election between the supporters of the People's National Party and the Jamaica Labour Party. I don't know what is going on now. All I know is that my son should not have been killed in this, she stated. On November 26 last year, the day her son was killed, 5 other people were shot dead on a nearby avenue, less than 30 meters north of Walton Park Road entrance of 75 Lane. That multiple victim incident, which was said to be a reprisal for Madner's killing, triggered a visit to the area by Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of National Security Dr. Horace Strang, and Commissioner of Police Dr. Kevin Blake. The men visited the Madner's family to express condolence. The mother appealed to Holness to offer the family some assistance toward the funeral when that time comes. A sister of the slain man, who gave her name as Teresa, also made an appeal for assistance from the Prime Minister towards the funeral expenses and called on him to see what he can do to expedite the autopsy. We need some help. We thought that when the Prime Minister came, we were going to get some help. I don't feel good inside. David was my baby brother. I am 9 years older than him. I am just putting out the best, but inside I am dying. I would really want his body so that we can bury him, she stated. I saw him in my dreams last week. In the dream, Mommy and I went to the autopsy session, and when we walked into the room, he was sitting down and said he has been waiting on us to come for him a long time. Every day, we call the police lady about it, and she says she has no control over it, Teresa said. She also said the heightened tension in the area makes her feel very afraid. Sometimes when I hear the gunshots, I start to shake and get diarrhea and my head hurts me. It doesn't feel good, she stated. Police High Command to issue statement on Michael Belnavy's trapping incident. The Police High Command is to issue a public statement on the investigation into the incident in which Mayor of St. Anne's Bay, Michael Belnavis, was trapped. This disclosure by Deputy Superintendent Anthony Wallace, acting commander for St. Mary Police, comes amid media reports that a man suspected of being involved in the incident is in hospital under police guard. Belnavis was reportedly trapped about 11 p.m. on Monday at a building he owns along the Boscobel Main Road in St. Mary. What I will tell you is that there is an active investigation into a matter. The JCF Jamaica Constabulary Force High Command will release a statement later, Wallace told reporters when contacted on Wednesday. He repeated the response when asked if Belnavis has filed a complaint with the police. It was reported on Wednesday that the man in custody was found with a bullet wound in the chest near the Mayor St. Mary home. He refused to tell investigators how he was injured, the news outlet reported. Police constable accused of killing female colleague over car remanded. A police constable who reportedly orchestrated the murder of his female colleague 8 years ago in a dispute over her car is to return to court on March 10, along with the two alleged triggermen after the trial failed to start in the Home Circuit Court last week. The victim, Corporal Judith Williams, was gunned down on April 28, 2016, at a bus stop at Braid Street in Dunkirk, East Kingston. She was reportedly shot 6 times by 2 men. Constable Gladstone Williams and the alleged killers, Ron Simmet and Jesse Anderson, were remanded by Justice Leighton Pusey last Wednesday. The matter had to be postponed because of insufficient jurors. Additionally, the prosecution had failed to settle the indictment. The court was told that the new witnesses were to be added to the indictment while others were to be removed. Consequently, the judge also set a trial readiness hearing for January 27 for the court to be updated on when the indictment will be settled. In the meantime, King's counsel Peter, who is representing Williams, expressed displeasure with the delay and unpreparedness state of the prosecution, championing the charge that it was unacceptable that after 8 years of extensive case management, the indictment was still not completed. The alleged mastermind is accused of plotting the woman's murder after she brought him to court over a car she gave him to fix and which he sold without her permission. Attorney at law C.J. Mitchell is representing Simmet, while Leroy is being represented by Anderson. The Department of Correctional Services says it's addressing a legal claim by 16 inmates at the Tower Street Adult Correctional Center. The Department of Correctional Services DCS says it is addressing a legal claim by 16 inmates at the Tower Street Adult Correctional Center in Kingston. The DCS in a statement confirmed that it has received legal documents representing the claim by the inmates. The department says the claim is being addressed in accordance with the established legal framework designed to manage matters of this nature. Reports indicate that the lawsuit is being brought against the state over the alleged poor conditions of the facility. The inmates are claiming that their rights are being breached. It's understood that among the issues raised by the inmates is lack of access to their attorneys. There is also concern that inmates have not had family day for some time. The DCS says it remains steadfast in upholding the rules of law and safeguarding its mandate to secure, rehabilitate, and reintegrate persons in its care. State of public emergency declared in 4 more police divisions. A state of public emergency SOE has been declared for 4 more police divisions, namely St. Andrew South, St. Andrew Central, Kingston Western, and St. Catherine South, following an uptick in violent crime. Police say increasing incidents of gang-related warfare posing a public safety risk to residents, commuters, and bystanders fueled the decision. The SOE provides enhanced security tactics, which the government hopes will enhance security forces to disrupt criminal networks, apprehend offenders, and foster conditions for lasting peace. The boundaries of the state of public emergency in the St. Andrew South Police Division are defined as follows. East, starting at the foot of Red Hills at the intersection of Perkins Boulevard, Mullines Road, and Red Hills Road, extending in a southward easterly direction along Moulins Road, then onto Seaview Drive, Minnesmosa Road, Oloy Avenue, Bayform Road, Newark Avenue, Earth Crescent, Kizin Avenue, Hagley Park Road, O'Mara Road, and Chisholm Avenue to the point of intersection with Maxfield Avenue. South extending in the southwesterly direction from the intersection of Chisholm Avenue and Maxfield Avenue, along Maxfield Avenue onto East Avenue, to the coastline in the vicinity of Petrodrum and extending along that said coastline in the vicinity of Kingston Container Terminal to the Portmore Causeway Bridge. West continuing in a northwesterly direction from the Portmore Causeway Bridge along the Fresh River and the shared parish border of St. Andrew and St. Catherine to the west of Riverton and extending to the vicinity of the westernmost end of the Belleville Road to Ferry Second Road and north extending in an easterly direction along the Fair Road to the foot of Red Hills at the intersection of Perkins Boulevard, Moulins Road and the Red Hills Road, that start point. The government and the security forces say they will continue to take all necessary actions to protect the safety of residents and restore normalcy. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.